Ruski's Crypto Cave here, and this is going to be a video about the October profitability. I'm still all congested and whatnot, so just bear with me. I may have to pause the video to sneeze or cough or whatever, but I'm going to try to power through this. The October wasn't a bad month. It was decent. It was definitely better than what September was. I did make some changes. I did add some more hardware and stuff too as well. So some of the BTC that I mine has increased, so that's a direct reflect into the amount of income I earned. Still mine pretty much most of the same coins as far as like Neoxa, Lithium. I did turn off the Cadena miners. So I turned off the Cadena miner and installed the S19K Pro. So I'm no longer mining Cadena. Turned the mini Doge off a while ago, and then just recently turned off the IB-Link BMK3. But still have the Jazz miner mine in Octaspace, and it's kind of dual mining that Pac-Man coin thing as well, which I see that was finally, that one's trading for around like a nickel a coin or something like that. Basically just been stacking that in my wallet. Still mining Flux with the 13070 rig. And then I don't remember exactly when I did it, but I moved the 13060 Ti rig from triple coin mining from Ergo, Radiant, and Zilliqa to now that is also mining Neoxa. So flip over to Hive. Give this a refresh because the 3080s are back online because I was just messing around with getting the Epic board installed. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, 3080s are back up and running. 3070s still on the Neoxa. 2080s on Dynex. 2070s are on Dynex, but they are all in MMPOS. And I think eventually my whole farm is going to get moved over to there because it is less expensive, and they've been adding some new features, and it's pretty cool. It's different, but I like it. And but anyway, so here's the other 3070 rigs on the Neoxa. 3060 Ti's are on the Neoxa, and the 1660 Ti's are on the Neoxa. And then the 3070s are on, or 3070 Ti's are on Lithium as well. Those are still solo mining in Lithium. I did switch to pool mining because I don't know if something changed with the pool, but my ping got to be terrible to hero miners. I shouldn't say terrible, but like 30, 40, 50 milliseconds, which is much. It was in the teens before, and I was smashing blocks left and right, and then now I haven't been hitting blocks that often. I mean, some of my rigs are, let's see, the luck is in the 700% range, I think, or something crazy. Yeah, 738. Oddly enough, the 1616 Ti rig is the most recent one to hit a block. But I've been just have everything on pool mining now, averaging about 4,000 Neoxa a day. So I have it set to pay out every 10,000 Neoxa. I'm going to dump it over into iNodes. And let's give a quick little update in that as well. Yeah, that's whatever. I might have to log in. So let me log in there, and so I don't dox myself on my email and whatnot. Alrighty, we're back. We're logged into iNodes. I'm knocking on a door of 500,000 Neoxa. 499,772. I've earned 22,772 Neoxa so far, which is $52. Not too bad. So, but like I said, halfway there, getting about 677 a day. And then this will sit in here as pending until they have enough. Yeah, pretty much around 1600 UTC. So that my guess Eastern time. It's probably around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere around there. So, but that'll gradually compile in there and then get moved over. So, but anyway, back to the profitability. So, as far as the nodes, still running the same nodes, still running the Flux Nimbus node. And then as you can see, payouts are coming roughly every 3 days-ish, somewhere around there. Still running the pre-search node. Those rewards are trying to cash out around 100. Just sometimes if I wake up and it's over 100, like this scenario, and then I cashed out here before, claimed the rewards before it got to 100 because I've been trying to increase the node amount by 100 pre-increments. And it was right at 100, and I was at 100. So you can see in a month, 1, 2, 400 pre in a month roughly is what I'm making. So can't really complain about that. Just had that thing running on a Raspberry Pi, and it never crashes, ever. The only time it gets turned off is if I have a power flicker or something like that. But it's been super, super stable. Rewards are supposed to be decreasing as well. I've noticed it a little bit, but I don't have a ton to really notice it all that much. Whereas like some of the other people that have like 50 nodes or something crazy like that, they'll notice it more than I will. And I just had 2 DeFi claims for the month for a total of $10. Nodes was $28, and then all the mining was $14.48.39. I just received the Caspa. That Caspa was at 5 cents. Now it's at 8 cents. It hit 9, almost 9.5 cents. So as far as the income for the month, you see the $14.48 for October, $28.10. Electricity cost was $738.52 for a total profit of $738.46. I used total for the house was 15 to 18 kilowatts. The bill was $792. The 1660 Ti rig used 641 kilowatts for the month because that's been on the Oxys, so it's been using more power. Where previously here it was on Dynex and some other coins. I forget what all I was mining previously. The 2070s have been on Dynex the whole time, so they're at 387. The 3070 Ti's have been on solo mining and lithium for a while. And I guess since somewhere in this range is when they started solo mining. And then the mining it should be called shed now because everything's moved out to the shed, but used 12,700 or 672 kilowatts for a total of 14,175. Which the cost for electric for the mining operations was $738.52. There was some recent fees added, I think, to my bill, so it went from sub 5 cents, just under 5 cents, barely under 5 cents, to now a little bit over 5 cents. So that's an increase in some taxes and stuff. I'm still waiting for the shock of my contract to end, but I still have not been contacted by my supplier. So fingers crossed. Hopefully they forgot about me, which I would think that would be awfully hard to do, considering the amount of power I use. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm going to abuse the hell out of it while I can. So, but as you can see here, some of the Flux rewards. These are parallel asset claims that I did before the snapshot. So I claimed all my parallel assets that I accumulated over time, and I claimed them and swapped them into native Flux because I didn't want to have like small amounts of the other chains of Flux and just get really, really tiny snapshots or tiny amounts from the snapshot to claim, because the fusion fees are a little salty, to put it lightly. They could get quite expensive. So if somebody's running cumulative nodes, I don't even know how they'd have to wait and just make their claim their rewards on a yearly basis or something. So just because the fusion fees really, really add up, because they whack you a fee when you claim them, and then they whack you another fee when you swap them to the native Flux. Which on some of the coins, what I think I might start doing is when they do claim them, just send them to their DeFi protocols and swap them to either Solana or Cadena, whatever, the Binance Smart Chain. Ethereum will be expensive as well because Ethereum's just expensive. So, but that might be another option when it comes time to to claim more assets. So, but I continue on the claiming the payouts from NiceHash on the 15th and 31st. So there's the 31st. I had about $300 in there. Let's go back to the 15th. About 180. So you can see a jump in basically essentially 2 weeks and a day of mining, roughly, with the addition of the S19K Pro. It really jumped up the amount of Bitcoin I'm earning. So definitely not complaining about that. It's also been nice recently too, with more recently, granted it might be reflected in November earnings, but the block rewards on Bitcoin have been going up because of the increase in fees. So I think the November Bitcoin earnings should be pretty nice. Plus with the pump in the price, definitely not complaining about that. Same thing, Casper earnings will go up just because the price is basically doubled that now. So the earnings from that will probably increase as well. So I'm going to make some changes to this spreadsheet. I want to make a column to make it basically show current pricing. So it will show like what it was worth when I mined it, and then I'll have another column for what the current value is. So I just haven't figured out how to the formula that's required to do that in Excel, because I pretty much do all my stuff in Excel and then just uploaded it here to Google Sheets to make the video. So I had to figure out what the formula is, because the one thing I did figure out, it creates a whole bunch of unnecessary rows and columns and stuff, and it's a royal pain. I just want one column with a formula in there that just pulls the price, and that's it. So I have to figure that out. So if anybody knows, leave a comment down below. I don't even think I have an email set up for my YouTube channel yet, so I'll set up an email for it. And you can give me some insight of how to do that. But yeah, hang on, you get a drink. Oh, by the way, yeah, world's most expensive freaking Yeti, the GR Super Yeti. Yeah, about $57,000 Yeti. This Toyota sent me that when I bought my 2020 launch edition. Oh, I haven't seen them available to purchase anywhere, but they sent me that along with like a coffee table book and a couple other different things. But very expensive Yeti, to say the least. But a fun car to drive, though. Anyway, back to crypto. The month of November, let's go just take a little sneak peek so far. We received a few payouts. This log stuff from today, a little mini Litecoin payoff. Big whopping $1.50 from the mini Doge miner. Woo! Killing it, bros. This Ergo payout, I did swap that to Neoxa. So I've been doing that as well. So pretty much all the Ergo payouts I've been getting, I've been sending to Trade Ogre and swapping into Neoxa. So that's kind of how my iNodes account jumped up so much. Because and I also swapped some Monero that I've been holding for years into Neoxa, just now to get to that master node. But I already received 3 node payouts from my Flux node, and also a payout from the Presearch node. So we're basically almost at $200 so far this month. I do have a nice chunk of change already sitting in NiceHash. I think it's $225 worth, and I still got a week to go basically till I claim that and transfer that out. So November's off to a pretty good start, along with the pump in coin prices. So definitely not complaining, that is for sure. So, but overall with October though, it's nice to see a definite increase from last month. Last month was terrible. So, but I guess I really can't complain. It's still profitable, so I guess I can't bitch too much, huh? But it definitely, compared to the 2 months prior to that, we're over $1,000. So can't really complain for a side hustle, making extra $300, $700, $1,000 for pretty much running computers. So the definitely not Ethereum, peak Ethereum days. I wish I would have kind of did this sheet like this when Ethereum was at its max, because it was insane. So, and I didn't really have that big of a farm either, but it was super, super nice. Oh well, hopefully that will come back next bull run. Maybe some coin, whether it's Dynex or Flux or Lithium or Radiant or CAS was ASICs now, so it's not really GPU mineable. So you could technically GPU mine it, but you're not going to make anything. But it'd be nice to have another coin that could be a savior to GPU miners. Because I do have 70 some GPUs running. There's 8 1660 Ti's behind me and 8 5700 XTs just stacked. I'm probably just going to sell them to little Timmy during the bull run. So hopefully you're not the Timmy that buys them. But I'm just going to unload those. I'm not going to. I did think about picking up like an Octominer or an R8 or something like that and getting them up and running. But as you'll see in the video from the S19K Pro Plus Epic install, I have no power. There's no power left in the shed. So I'm pretty much maxed out. So I had to move some things around and shut some stuff down and whatnot. So maybe in the spring or something like that, I'll look into upgrading that 100 amp sub panel to like a 125 or a 150 or something, and get another 30 amp out there, just to kind of spread things out. and maybe even just use a 130 amp just for testing, just so I can play around with like the S19s and different settings and stuff like that. So I just have that breaker and just have that one device on that breaker only, just to play around with things and mess around like that. But we'll see what happens. It's a couple months away yet. Got to get through the winter, and hopefully the crypto winter's over and we get back to some bull market. So, but anyway, till the next video, we'll catch you later.